Well, welcome to Skitch Draft-O-Rama. This will show you some technique, but it'll also show you just how cool people are in Miami. This is MacArthur Causeway, of course, which I always sketch. I always get a sketch on here, and often going up this hill because it's safer sketching versus vehicles passing you at a much greater speed. Here's some guys working. Hello. Now, taking your hands off of the, or your hand off of the handlebar like that while a vehicle is pulling you is risky, but you get a good idea of what a driver is like doing thousands of sketches. You know, and this guy's pretty conservative. And here he goes. He's going into lane one to go into the passing lane, or the hammer lane. That's some rough pavement I just hit right there. The advantage of sketching versus drafting is that you can see what's coming up and you can avoid it. And we're slowing up here a fair amount, even more. And so this is pretty slow. But I'm turning my helmet camera on there. If you stay on the vehicle, you roll with that car, you're often better off than trying to switch cars. You know, when the car slows down, in the long term, you're better off staying consistent with that vehicle if it's a consistent, reliable driver. Conservative, I should say. Conservative equals safe, especially when you're grabbing onto people's cars. But you really do get a good character judge skills as you go through the years of sketching. So I let go here, and reason is because I see that there's traffic slowing up the road. You know, I look way ahead when I'm doing this, and so traffic is slowing. I'm looking behind me a little bit just to see what's going on. Always be aware of your surroundings. And so I know that traffic is going to start going again. I'm weaving to like scan the traffic, scanning for cars, scanning for the right. Yes. Okay, in lane 2, you have this black station wagon, nice condition, accelerating relatively slow. Great to sketch on. The only problem is that this guy is too conservative. He is slowing down. I can see he doesn't really want me in the car. Okay, fine. So I'll go over here. And over here. I was riding by and I saw this. So I always like to ride up these things. I wish I had a BMX to jump off. Anyway, here we are back on the MacArthur. And this MacArthur actually turns into highway pretty soon. This descent is going to turn into highway. So I go from all these lanes over to lane 1. I mean, this is a pretty big highway now. And I'm drafting. And it's amazing the speed that you can pick up when you're on a truck like this. You don't even realize how fast you're going until you're in a 54-11 gear ratio and you're spinning out. And you say, wow, you're picking up a lot of speed. I mean, we're going 45 plus at this point. This is pretty cool. This is a smooth highway, and so it's relatively safe. I can pretty much guarantee there's going to be nothing on here. I mean, drafting can be sketchy. I mean, I have run into some surprises drafting. I've gotten some flats. Okay, here I'm red line. I mean, I'm doing everything. I'm about heart rate probably like 185, 190. To catch up to this guy. I underestimated this and how fast he was going to accelerate, and so I almost lost him. Now I'm back, and you can see that the flag is in negative draft now. Very nice. And you just feel like you're on top of the world when you're doing this, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to let him go because he's going out to the airport, and I want to go downtown. I want to head south. And so let's switch to the helmet camera. This is a really cool view up here. There's west, there's south, the city. I love this turn. I love it. It's so high up in the air. It's such a great view. So anyways, we're going to go on this road. So I skip ahead here, and I'm on one of the feeding roads to the highway now. It's parallel to it, and it's kind of a bitch because you're, you know, sprinting up this hill to get off of the highway, and this is a intersection up ahead, but it's kind of cool. I mean, now I know, you know, there's not going to be any police bugging me because I'm passing cars, and kind of isolated down here now, even if people did call it in, which some people do. You know, they drop a dime. Everybody's a narc these days with a cell phone. Oh, I do this. Can't resist this wall. It just looks so cool. So I always love to ride up this thing when I'm going downtown. So much fun. And on Brickell, let's get a sketch here. Okay, maybe not. They notice me. That's the thing. I mean, you're going to get drivers that just don't want to give you a ride. So here I am. I stop for this light. The reason I stop there, obviously, is this. I know where this bus is going. This bus is going out to Key Biscayne. And this bus is going to go fast. But I got to stay on it. I mean, you really, really got to stay on these things. You know, when you're drafting something this big that's going to go this fast, you got to stay on. You've got to sprint like hell. I mean, I'm redline now, full gas. I'm sprinting as hard as I possibly can. And the thing about this is you have to sprint, but at the same time as you're doing a full out sprint, be ready to slam on your brakes. Be ready to do that. I mean, bus drivers are usually pretty conservative, so again, this is fine. There is a camera on this bus. I don't know if he sees me back here or not. It's in the upper right-hand corner there, above that guy's head. Anyway. This is just a very nice ride. I mean, water on both sides, and, you know, flying, I mean, going at speeds that you could just never go, obviously, if you're riding a bike without drafting or sketching. So, but this is another, you know, causeway where you can often get a sketch or a draft. I mean, I do these causeways at such speed all the time. I'm going up this bridge now, and this is insane. Going up this bridge like this is, even though I'm drafting, it's too big of a hill. There are some hills when you're drafting that you can just, the draft, you're going so fast that it just erases the hill. You don't even feel the hill. But this, I had to go so hard that I did a heart rate of 190 here. And so I'm at the top now. Oh my God. I feel like I'm going to die right now. I mean, you know, I taste blood in my mouth. My lungs are, you know, like tired from this. It's really fast still. You see, that car is not passing us that much faster. We're flying. It's so much fun. I mean, again, you feel like you are on top of the world with this speed, with this draft, the view. You know, I like to pull back sometimes just to see it. Just to see how cool things look around, you know, what I'm drafting. And so I'm going. And I'm just right up on this bus, right up on him. So much fun. You can see these white leggings and these arm covers. That's for the sun. So you can use sunscreen, you know, and cover yourself with that. Or you can use these. These are actually healthier. These are total sunblock if you do this. So, and these can also keep you cooler because of the color. I know everything about this. Riding in Florida for most of the year, and so yeah. Oh, here's some little slalom I'm doing, I guess. When you're drafting, actually doing that, going back and forth like that, is a lot of fun. Weaving like that, and do a bunny hop, of course. Yeah. Because when you slalom like that, oh, stay on. Easy to lose, and once you lose it, it's like a wall of wind. There's not a darn thing you can do. Anyways, what I was saying about the slaloming is that when you're doing that, you feel the wind currents, because there's different currents to the left and to the right when you're going back and forth like that. So it's kind of cool. And I back off a bit. I, as you can see, look around the bus to get a view. He's slowing down, and I want to know why. And I want to know if maybe there's something up here he's going to have to slam his brakes on for, or if he's going to come to a total stop, and I'm going to have to really be ready, whatever. But no, it's fine. So here I am sprinting again. Pretty good acceleration that this bus is doing right now, actually. And we are, at this point, on another bridge. So he's accelerating, and the bridge is nothing like that first bridge that we did. Nothing like that elevation. Still, this is a bridge, and it does have some elevation to it. So, you know, I'm full gas again, you know, right now. Huge effort sometimes to stay on these drafts. So, skitching, the only effort you get is catching up. While I'm doing this, I'm intermittently, you can see from the lean of my body, looking around the bus just to see what's up the road. You know, you should be aware as you can when you are drafting like this of what the hell is in front of the vehicle that you're drafting. I mean, you're behind a vehicle that's this big with this weight and this velocity to it. There's not much that's going to get in the way of this thing. So this is, of the drafts that you can get, this is awesome. I love this so much. So we're still just going, just flying down the road. Really close. You can see the flag when you get close enough is, you know, negative draft. So you barely have to pedal. Just sucks you along. And as you can see, I'm just passing other riders, you know, like they're standing still. So a little more fun on feeling the wind. It is amazing how the wind currents change. And you can also look around the vehicle when you're doing this. It's kind of cool. The problem with doing this is that if the driver sees you, it's difficult. What I'm doing here is I'm kind of motioning to the driver through the camera. I don't know if he sees me, but that camera on that guy's head, in the upper right hand corner of the bus might see me. If that camera sees me, then that's a cool way of communicating with the driver. Hey, you go with this, whatever. We're still going 40. It actually feels slow. It's like going 100 miles an hour in a car, 120 all day, and you slow down to 90. You think you're going slow. Now we're back up to 45. That was a proper sketch. No, wait. I'm so used to sketching. That was a proper draft. That was an awesome draft. The problem with drafting versus sketching is when you draft, you can't see what's in the front of the vehicle or potholes. But luckily, just really not a lot of that going on here. As you can see, target acquired. Sprinting like hell. And I'm not going to draft this because it's not as good of a draft. And I'm also a little bit fried from drafting that bus. That's more of an effort than it looks like. So I'm on here. And this is a really nice sketch. I mean, you can see around this truck really well because it's a pickup truck. So you have real good visual of pretty much everything around you. And, you know, really nice truck and, you know, another, you know, conservative driver. In fact, this guy at one point gives me the thumbs up. You can't really see it from this angle, but he knows I'm there and he gives me the thumbs up. True Miami style, by the way. True Miami. Just like, oh, some guy in my truck, whatever. Another day. I love doing things at speed. You know, when you're going this fast on a bike, you can feel the uphill. You can feel the change in the altitude quickly. That's so cool. You feel like a rocket. So you feel like Superman when you're going up a hill like this, sketching. And we got this beautiful view of Miami on the right-hand side. I've shown it before in some of my videos. I'm looking behind me because when you're in the middle lane like this, you want to be aware of what is behind you. Is there somebody pissed off? Is there somebody who thinks it's cool and they're filming you? Is there a police officer? You know, what's behind me? That's why I'm looking back. Always monitoring. My head is on a swivel. Especially when doing this kind of shit. Okay, so now I'm going to transition from sketching to drafting the bow tie. I like Chevy. I grew up with Ford, but Chevys are great. So you can see my reflection in the guy's tailgate. I mean, I'm damn close. And from the flag. Really close. Drafting a truck is not as good, but anyway. And so I give him a thumbs up. Thank you so much. He gives me the thumbs up back. And I get off the road. So this is Raquel. And I didn't know, I just wanted to stay out of the way of this guy, this motorcycle. And I even motioned for him to go around me. Like, it's cool, I'm fine. And then he's like, yeah. And he knows that, yeah, I'm good at speed and I'm stable. Oh, Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So, and I do a big bunny hop for him, of course, man. That's all green, and the base is loaded. Oh shit. I gotta catch this guy. Oh, he's a conservative driver. He's braking. Oh, that's perfect. So I'm on. Shit, sorry. I think you know. Yeah, I'm trying to get a sense of. Damn. What are you doing? They're hesitant, so I'm trying to like make eye contact or see what's going on. By the way, that's why I did that. All right, so I'm getting pulled up this hill. This is a hill that is long, and there's always a headwind here, and I'm getting pulled up it, which is really great. It takes a lot of strength to, you don't realize the upper body strength it takes to sketch, and especially in a headwind. I mean, if the headwind is 20 miles an hour and you're sketching at 40, that's 60 miles an hour. So, what I meant, by the way, by bases loaded, I think you might know, is there's a bunch of cars in queue ready to get on the roadway, which is a perfect sketch opportunity, because when cars are queued up and they're getting on some roadway, well, you can grab onto them at that slow speed and they'll pull you up just like they are right now. So, but this is how the freaking roads are in Miami. I mean, yeah, they're flat. Fine. So, make the best of it. I mean, this rivals any downhill I've been on, pretty much. Alright, so now they're going into... What are we in now? We're in lane 1, I think. That's cool. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Nice speed. So, you get around so fast down here. I mean, often my average speed when I ride somewhere is like 40 miles per hour. Average, that's with me having to deal with traffic lights or something else on a bicycle. It's kind of nice. Always looking behind me. Head is on a swivel. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't lose track of your surroundings, especially at these speeds. So, you want to know, not too much, but you want to be somewhat aware of, intermittently what is going on behind you, because that's as important. I mean, some places, not Miami, but there are some places where people just get really mad at you for doing something like this. And they actually go out of their way to make the situation a lot more dangerous, even though they think that you might be causing a danger to somebody or something, I don't know. So, there'll be some aggressive close driver. Oh, and I'm here saying, oh yeah, come on. Go, 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 god damn it. And, oh well. I just love it when they go on the hammer lane and they speed. Oh, yep. That's the thing about sketching. So, at this intersection, sometimes you can get a draft. Or just another sketch. All I wanted was a draft from this van. And no. There's a headwind. And it's an uphill. So, well, this is the downhill coming back onto Miami Beach. And hey, I mean, this is one of my favorite parts, is this... Well, this is my favorite part of, the causeway, is this turn at the end. Just this elevated, sharp left turn that dumps you right out onto the beach. And there's, always cars there, so it makes it even more fun. And so, what a day. What a day. Midday ride.
What up, what up?
Oh, in heaven. God damn. Well, that's a wrap, folks. Ride fast, die last.